Okay, yeah, we're back, right. So, I can Monster Reborn. I don't really know what I get in that situation, but I can Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn for Fenrir, probably. Because it does, like, threaten it. Right. Yeah. I feel like that's the most threatening thing you can do. Okay, there's that negate. Which means the next one is going to be used on Destrudo. Why? I guess. Oh yeah, you can literally just negate everything anyway. Right. So I can pay half my life points and get negated by Phantom of Yubel now. Because, fair, balanced gameplay. Max C. Yeah, I don't really know what I can do against that. Not true. I think I... Fuck, they get a SPAC, yeah. I had a thing. Wait, no, I can't target, can I? I cannot target the equipped monster with monster effects. And I do believe you target. Yep. And I could increase the attack of Yubel, but to what end? Who fucking cares? I really hate that. It was just the one draw that put them back in the game, and you cannot change my mind. We're winning the coin toss again, but we're not going, you know, we're not winning with it again. And yeah, it started a new stream because of course that disconnect. Oh, you're not live anymore. Your internet connection is gone. Hate that. I'm very obviously still around. I wasn't going to anyway. What do you think I am? Link 1. Garibo. If sent to the grave, you can special summon a firewall. Yep. For Guardian, yep. Link 2, probably. Link 2. Splash Mage. They're still going to be able to target one, but it's fine. 1. Do you have anything for it? Oh, if I take out the other Cyber's Engrave, that'll do it. Because you can't summon the Lingaribo in defense position, so Splash Mage can't get it back. So this really does put them on better habit. Yeah, on a 15 card extra. They're on a 1, 2, 3, draw 2. Of course they have tactics. It's not limited here, but like, of course they have tactics. And of course they can just extend. Yep. still have Dark Ruler, which should be good for this. Of course, but you need to... Nope, you can just summon it anywhere. It doesn't have to be where Splash Mage points. So you do Splash Mage, you summon back the backup in defense position. That's a Link 4's worth of material. Link 5's worth of material. Yep. What do I gotta do to stop a deck, you know? Double DD Crow doesn't do it, because they just have the extension by drawing it into it off tactics. Transcode, which summons that back, which summons back the... Okay, so it's a Link 6. That board state. Actually, no, Link 7, right? Yeah. Because I wasn't actually counting up the Link 3. Alright, comes back. I mean, you still have 2 6s, a tuner, and a way to get to a different tuner. Speaking of Link 6, Singularity. Singularity does what? Turns the hand. But you don't have any of those currently. I guess currently is the issue there. They're going to get to one of them. There's Inverted. I don't know what he does in this scenario. And some of the Cyber's from your hand. Oh, it does that so you can summon Transcode. Why didn't you summon it the other way? Oh, because you just needed it on the field. Neo Tempest Terahertz. Sure, so Bin Devaeus Worm. The Save Worm, even. And Resolve. Right, what do I want to get here? I have the materials to get to a Shartos. And that does just win the game. Yeah, it just wins the game. Welcome, Save Nido. Put the Fear of God into your opponent, you know? Least brainwashing is funny, but it is the one hand where I haven't got a Kaiju. Right, now I do need to put them on the field first, which means I need to normal summon the Armageddon and special summon the Assault Synchron, at the bare minimum. Okay, those are both negated now. Now what? In fact, I can just send a Dart from deck to grave right now. It can be anything. It could even be a Fiend monster. Special summon. So we're going to special summon it over here, because we're getting rid of you, and you. So I heard you like Cyberse. Would be a shame if you couldn't Cyberse. Anyway, good game. I don't think they can do much from this position. So I guess I'll summon this anyway. Give myself a Spark Dragon. Considering building Elf Mode since Banlist didn't really hit Cool Tune as heavy as I thought. I know, right? Banlist didn't do anything to Cool Tune. And yeah, we just call it a turn. You can't summon Cyberse monsters. So, what you gonna do? Are you just gonna, you know, Okay. It is in defense position. I think they're just showing what was left. I think they are giving up. Set. Yeah, that sounds about right. The only thing I would like to do here is to be able to flip this face up in some regard, but I can't. So... yeah, I mean, I think I do just have to run into it. Roll not third. Okay. Not going to prevent you from summoning anything this time. Just going to set a mystery card. And you know what? We're going to lock you from dragons. Just in case. Now you can do Cyberse things again, so there is a chance that you are back in the game. Set one. Set one. I don't think they're back in the game. Instant contact. What does that do for me? Like nothing? I think actually nothing. Returns the extra deck during the end phase, yeah. So we just go battle, and we use the Stardust here. And we just hit them for another 3. And main 2. Spark Dragon, target itself. I'm going to just lock you from dragons. I can't lock you from Cyberse, so I'll do what I can instead. Probably should have set the instant contact. Anyway, game. Yeah. And on the off chance, I guess lowest to highest, right? And there we are. Huzzah! Another win. All it takes is drawing the floodgate. The going second floodgate, that is. Combination of Dark Cooler and I heard you like type. What if not type? I don't really know how I feel about, like, Elf Note at the moment. Like, they seem like they can do some pretty crazy things, but I don't know if I would say they're definitely impressive. And, like, yeah, you can, like... It's now technically easier to play Cool Tune with things, simply because, you know, you've got a few less Cool Tune cards you want to play, right? Spring and Splash is cool, right? Choose an opponent's main monster zone. Yeah, so it's kind of non-targeting negation. Which is funny. And that's Ice Barrier support, which means I don't need to read it. Okay, that's pack 1. What about pack 2? Oh no, this doesn't look like good. No shiny? Fiendish Portrait is good for, like, mirror match things. That's another Therian. That's not exactly great. 6 Sam. No, I think the best card here is Foom. Special summon monster with the same name from your deck or extra, shuffle it into the deck. You cannot summon with the deck or extra for the rest of the turn. Yeah, Fiendish Portrait feels like it'd be a Labyrinth card, and that's, you know, we have some Labyrinth cards, but not enough to reliably do Fiendish Portrait. And you did, we'd want monsters that the opponent is going to play, which is a different thing entirely. Like, people will play Fenrir, and we have a Fenrir, but beyond that, I don't know. And the thing is, not everyone's even going to be on that. I don't think there's a single monster you can find that would have a 100% play rate, with the exception of Max C, and even then, there's enough people that, like, you know, they don't want to use it. And be gone, bot. Cyberdragon. Which means Yugioh is just material for them. But it is what it is. They're gonna make Infinity as like the best play. Unless they make the towers. If they just make the towers, we kaiju it and they might scoop out of, you know, we outed the towers. It's not a horrendously consistent thing, but if your opponent doesn't interrupt you, I think you can actually just do it semi-reliably. So let's see, do they make the big 5k machine towers? Which I think I can get a sneak peek on in advance. So, fusion summoned or special summoned by tributing a level 10 or lower, so the way you get this out is normally with Cyber Darkness? Wait. Oh, level 10 or lower equipped with Cyber End Dragon. And this can... No, this just... Yeah, that's why it's normally this one. You need to equip a dragon or a machine. Unaffected. Once per turn, equip. And can attack a number of times equal to the number of equips. So it's not negate or anything. And if it just gets kaiju, then, you know, that's also just fine. Yeah, I think they're going for it. So the question is, what do we draw off the top? Cosmic might be needed, depends on what kind of back row they have, what we think they have. Okay, so Cyber Emergency is in there for follow-up. Yeah, for follow-up. Or discard follow. Power Bond. You're not going to try and find a way to reflect that damage, I don't think. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, they are just going for towers, okay. Because reflecting power bomb damage would be a really mean thing to do. How many side dogs do you have in Brave? You have all of them. And I believe you can just equip it from your graveyard. Did you put it in there? You did put it in there. There it is. Give it 2 seconds. There's the towers. Alright. What do we replace it with, guys? We can either replace it with Lightning Strike or with Yugioh. And they've got a mystery card. Okay, so we probably do use the Cosmic on the mystery card. Chaos Mirage Dragon. Which is not ideal, but technically works. I guess I just want to put, like, Keel or something, right? Yeah. So, we put this here. Then we're going to use Cosmic. We're going to summon the Fenrir first. And we're going to Fenrir search for Ogre, and they are probably going to disconnect. Nope. No, they are not. Okay. So here we summon our own Kaiju. I think we probably book these two. And we normal summon this. Yeah. One, two. Excuse me. Target 1. And we're going to target Cyberdark Chimera? No, we were targeting a 4. So we target Keel. Which means we're locked into Light Darks. Destroys another monster by battle. So yeah, we want to use Pep here. Not Pep, Thought Ruler. Budget. Ultra budget Pep. So much so that you can't really call it Pep. Original monsters attack. Okay. So we get to banish a card on the field. We're going to banish this one. This one. So we go battle phase. We're going to use you to attack over this so we can get the life points back. Because that's just a couple. Then we're going to use this to attack into that. And then we can use that to banish this. Kill that. And 3300 direct. It's not the end of the game. But we do have the Fenrir. We have a Kaiju. If they were on Kaijus. I like where we are. They've got the Cyber Emergency. Banish this, summon the Cyber Dragon from deck. Okay. Summons this. While that is a monster effect, I don't think it's worth banishing that. We hold. Maybe that's the wrong play, but we hold. You can't contact Fuse yet, because nothing here is a machine. Send other Cyber Dragon. Cool. Okay. You didn't want the normal summon effect. Send Edge. Add one Dragon Machine Cyber. Dragon or Machine Cyber, and if you do send a Machine Cyber. What did you get? You got Claw. So send a Dragon. Discard, add a Cyber Dark Spell Trap. It's fine. We leave it. Because again, they still just have the one. You can add a Cyber Dark monster from your deck to your hand. Yep. Different name from the cards in your grave. So there's Chimera. Main phase. Right. Chimera was banished, right? Yeah. Discard, add Power Bond. If this card is sent to the grave. Okay, but you need to be able to discard a card to add Power Bond. I have a feeling you can't for some reason. From your deck to your hand. Normal summon a Cyber Dark. Okay. So that's a link too. Or a Contact Fusion. But I don't think the Contact Fuse is worth it, so it's probably a Link Monster. That it is. Link 2. Double-headed Anger Knuckle. Well, I've used your normal summon. I don't know. I mean, yeah, you're summoning this back, but congratulations, you have no negates. And this is getting banished. Just so it's out of play at the moment. Also because it's the last thing you can do. I don't know what that last card in hand is, but it isn't doing it. Yeah, it's just Cyber Dragon. Cyber Dragon does not, unfortunately, eat this whole board for them. Well, another game. I think we played well enough. Granted, we had the thing to out their thing and completely break their spirit. Which you can't always count on, as we've seen. Although, genuine credit to them for not surrendering. Because, yeah, they had things they could do. If I just Fenrir'd at the wrong time, maybe it doesn't do anything. It's interesting, but it's not good. Right. I'll let you guys place your bets on what's in the Master Pack, because I need to nip away for a second or two. Where's the text? Right, swap that, be right back. Right, give me a couple minutes. Right. Put the stats back, take that down. Tab. Let's see what we actually ended up getting. And this is what you've won. For your amazing Go second duel against Cyber Dragons, you managed to out the towers, and as a result of just naturally drawing the cards you put in your deck. Duplicates. Of course it is. You see, what it is, I forgot to mention that our polls would be amazing in, like, the pinned bit. That's what I should have said. I should have also said that, you know, we're going to have positively godly polls. Stormforth is a hella good card. We've already got one, and we aren't playing it because tribute summons aren't quite as relevant. I mean, we have another Rose Dragon card. We have some Blackwings. If we summon a Dark Synchro from the extra deck, except during the damage step. Yazi, the Thought Ruler Archfiend. Both the 10s aren't, the 12 isn't, the 11 isn't. So yeah, I think those are it. And it's not like we're going to start playing a Blackwing just to get good use out of that. Stormforth is a genuinely good card though. Shame we can't summon from the extract during the turns activated, but maybe that's something that we can play into more. We could play into a Go second deck that just doesn't need the extra by playing with things like Stormforth. We already have the, what is it? The what's its face? The thingamajig, the spell card Soul Exchange. We've been winning a lot of coin tosses. Say that. I'm just sweating by this stuff. This heat. It might not be comfortable. How about you, Sage Nido? How are you doing? It is something that I have not asked. Speaking of cool tune. And the thing is, the hits aren't due until like a few days' time, so they get to play with this at 3, the other one at 3, and Rotary. Yeah, Rotary got limited. Rico, or was it Q? I think it might have been Rico. Got semi-limited, and then Nyx got semied. I can't quite remember. But the point being, those hits are not now, and therefore it doesn't matter. We've got a Kaiju, we can steal our own Kaiju back, we can Book of Moon things. Like, yeah, we could discard the Destrudo, that's something. Really depends on what we draw for turn. A lot of our cards, a lot of our hands, sorry, are made up like the 6th card. Like, there are some times where our 5-card hand is just amazing anyway. Cool Tune Synchro, add a Cool Tune, then immediately Synchro. Why are you putting one? You're banishing that. Bottom of the deck. They don't want me getting rid of the Cool Tune Synchro. Oh no. Cool Tune Synchro plus unknown card. The really cool thing is I can just book their monsters as well. Rico and Nyx to do. Okay. It's not sent to the graveyard as synchro material. Hand or special summon a Cool Tune from your deck. There's Rico. Deck or grave to hand. Did you... What, Rotary? Oh, you just add from deck, right, of course you do. Although that makes you slightly more vulnerable to Call by the Grave, but I just won't have Call by the Grave. I can only assume that's the thought process. 7. Zaylen. What if Zaylen was no more? What if Zaylen went bye-bye? That's really fun. Unfortunately, it does mean I have to kaiju the Zaylen first, which means this Kyoto waterfront is not going to get such good mileage. Give me my monster. They thinking. Solemn Judgment. Interesting. Alright. Waterfront. Which means we now start to get counters. Mate. It's not how this card works. I'm just waiting for them to use the Cool Tune Synchro, but they just aren't, which is really annoying. I'm gonna put the Radiant face down. Yeah, they're good at playing around it, aren't they? Okay. They can see they're not under threat. But you should have used Cool Tune Synchro in the end phase. Because now I might actually be able to do something with my face down, you know? So yeah, the obvious thing is that, like, I still have to catch around the fact that they won't have used their normal summon. And that they can just, like, spawn a token. Which can attack. But I've got to find just, like, a good moment to use Lunar Eclipse, which there might not be one. RS. Attack one face-up card your opponent controls. Yep. And they can get to that pretty easy, like, any normal summon will do it. I mean, yeah, I have to use it or lose it, and in this case I am in fact going to lose it. Because they can just target a face-up card and gate. Solemn Judgment really fucked me over there. Can't really say much else about that turn than, you know, that. On with the next duel. Surely we'll win this one. And not just be pirouetting between, like, 2 and 3 wins. Because at the moment, I think that's where we've been, really. Just pirouetting around in this rank. Okay, so we've got a 41. We've got a Kaiju, we've got Raigeki, Double Moon, Armageddon, and Assault Synchron, which is a hell of a hand, actually. Does depend on what the extra card is, a little bit, but not so much. Like, I can Kaiju, I can make Yazi, or I guess I could make Zeta. But, like, Yazi or Zeta, and I can Raigeki as well. And that's without really knowing the draw. It's not like... Yeah, I couldn't get to something off of Mirage Worm with this hand yet. But if I draw a Pistol for turn, then I could. Although the opponent looks to be AFK or contemplating. I guess just contemplating. They are in fact playing the new Archfiend stuff, you know, the sleeves are accurate. Yeah. Send Matador. Ritual summon. Okay, so you're ritual summoning the Matador or the other one? Ritual summon Matador. Okay. If ritual summoned, add 2 Archfiends. Can't really destroy a battle, you take no battle damage. If this card battle a monster, destroy inflict 1,000. Neat. He looks like a pretty cool card. Throne looks a little weird, but eh. Right. I wanted to see that first one. Well, there we go. Unaffected while in the monster zone. If ritual summon destroys many spell traps, then you can banish all. Target an Archfiend spell trap. You break out a banishment, destroy this hand. Okay. Feed once to the EMZ, gain 1,000, banish Fiend. So I gotta summon that one, right? What's the Archfiend spell though? If you control type 1 face up card, negate. On the plus side, I think you're kind of like in a towers situation, right? Regenesis. I mean, it makes sense, I just don't like it. Mystery card, mystery card. Do I just Raigeki off the bat? When your opponent activates card effect, negate. Right, so I have to book a moon before doing a Raigeki. Now, one of those is Archfiend's further, so I don't actually know what the other one is. Okay. Do I even need to Raigeki at this point? It does mean I leave one on the field, which I probably don't want. Although it does keep this off the field. Armageddon Knight. Okay, Armageddon Knight, pitch, Destrudo. Destrudo, target the Armageddon. Surely this is something, right? I don't really know what I have. Set an Archfiend, Ritual Sword an Archfiend. So they're gonna Ritual Sword an Archfiend. I'm gonna face up extra deck. Banish. Unaffected by other monsters' effects. Yep. Love to fucking see it. What if I were to book a moon at 1 and I don't know, Armageddon Knight. I just wanna negate its effects. Yeah, I don't think that actually stops it, but you know. Banish a Fiend or an Archfiend from Hand of Grave. Right. It took my whole hand. And it's gonna take my whole hand like most turns, I think. Is there anything I can do against? During the standby, if you... Fuck. Come on. They can literally just infinitely bring it back because of the fucking Regenesis cards. No, I can't beat it. I'm already on 4,000, I'm just dead. You reveal one, special summon the other, and then use the one you revealed as tribute material for the ritual. I'm done. Archfiend isn't an unfair deck or anything, it's just, you know... He's tough going second. You don't always draw the things. This is known. But if you don't always draw the things going first, you're still going first, and that means you can sometimes just set up about enough. Well, 2 Kaiju's Dark Ruler. Not bad. And we do have a Bestial. Have ye bricked? Or are ye doing... Ye have bricked. Well, I can Cosmic the one back row. Judgment. Cool beans. Productive turn. What size is your deck? It's 50 cards with 15 extra. Okay. And you've got nothing. Supposedly. I really have nothing. Like, I can do less than nothing. Whoever blinks first loses. What the fuck are you on? At this rate, I'm gonna turn off my own hand trap. Just because. I can then discard it. It doesn't let them know that I want to kaiju them. What is my opponent on? Come on. I need a normal, summonable monster. How many do I have in this deck? Like, genuinely, how many do I have in this deck? So that's 7. I have 7 normal summons in deck. Plus 2 special summons, 3 special summons. And those aren't... No, you're an in-hand effect. But I could discard you to the grave. Well, we're getting through the cards somewhat. Oh, I should have actually sent a Bestial to the grave. I don't want to draw them anyway. I've turned off my hand traps. Seriously, what could he be on? I've seen exactly Judgment from you, nothing else. I hope you guys are interested with the back and forth gameplay we're having. Is it stun? I would not be surprised if it is in fact stun. There's time tearing. Yeah, I think it's got to be stun, right? Which still begs the question. How have you not drawn a playable hand in stun? Like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know, do I just kaiju anyway? I guess I give them God, like, I put Gardala on the field. No. We'll just summon... We'll just summon the Lightning Strike. I expect to get hit by a Magic Cylinder or some shit. No. Okay, what are the bets in chat? Because... I can't understand what they'd be playing. Go for it. That is not an impactful card I have back there. Another Yugioh. If it's cylinder, it's cylinder. I, take a shit ton of damage, but if it's not, it's not. It can't be Mahama. Because they've turned off Mahama by playing Morganite. Seriously, how bad is this deck that you can't actually beat a single monster? Okay. Power of the Guardians. That is not going to do it. Like, it holds off the inevitable. I'm not going to Swords of Concealing Light. I will do Wraiths off. Just to see if they spend a negate or something. Because the thing is, if they don't do anything, this is just game. No, it's not quite game. But it is close. Add the designated card. Yeah, we'll add a Fenrir. I can't summon a Kaiju to their field. Oh, but that is now game, if they don't do anything. There we go. Okay, everyone place bets. What the fuck was their deck? What? How many cards did they draw? And they supposedly can't do anything with the cards in hand, right? You can do something with, like... No, okay, they have, like, built this kind of horrifically in some aspects. Like, the Judgment set, every single trap, evenly matched, should be set. All of them. Cross out, set it. Cold Bite, set it. Clockwork, you activate it. That was a field spell, isn't it? Yeah, that was a field spell, so they would have activated it, seen it. Didn't have any back row, used. Didn't have enough monsters, would have used. Used, would have used. So the hand must have been something like, possibly the heavies, Pots of Avarice, Vanities, Invader, Golem, like these guys. That had to be a very specific hand, unless you felt like just holding the impulses, or like, the Dominus cards in hand, you felt like holding the evenly. What does he even have cross out in deck for? Like, you can cross out the Dominus cards, sure. You could cross out the Cold By, the Duster. You could cross out Max C. But that is such an awful, build. And the number are 2 ofs. Right. Master Pack, let's do it. Not sure how much we earned that, but, we're here. Red Lotus, which we already have. Golden Land, we already have. Another Materia Reactor, which is better in dupes, admittedly. So it's a special for rocks. It's a quick effect, Book of Moon, if another Earth activates. Is old. That is the warrior monster that does the things. I don't know what we have in the way of Goki or Infernoble. I have no idea for either of them. And yet, that's probably what we need to look at to determine if we can use it. TG, Lady Ninja, Void Hole, rank 9 we have, Alien Warrior we don't need, Scales we can use, this is good. Bowl is not a bad Therian. Magistus Omega, Invoker, Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, or Link. Target, and 1 monster on the field banish if Fusion's special summon a level 4 spellcaster. Equip this as a spell. It's a card? I mean, it Do we have Alistair, or do we have Invocation? We have, like, either Alistair or Invocation, but not both. Strange polls. The Soup Heavy is nice, though. I'm happy that we can, you know, slowly pull things together for that. Wonder if by the end of this we have a functioning Soup Heavy deck. So, you're related to Magistus, let's probably bring up those. Yeah, we have Alistair, but we do not have Invocation. 2 copies of Alistair even, but no copies of Invocation. And Alistair is not a Magistus monster. But we do just have all of the invoked monsters. Which is kinda weird. Weirder still. Okay, we don't have Elysium. It does say invoked, and this is an invoker. So, I guess that's why it's not brought up in the same page. I swear that makes sense, right? Like, you would definitely play Elysium without Alistair. Shisui. Naruto reference. Well, we gotta choose. And you know where we are at this point. Choosing second. Choosing second, placing first. That's the idea, right? It's a hand. Eschatos is a bit bricky here, but it is a hand. We might have a high concentration of dragons. We made Cool Tune go first. Well, what can I do? I can summon the guy in the end phase. Don't know if it's worth doing, but I can. Synchro Overtake, yep. Did Synchro Overtake get, like, limited or something? It did. For the Sins of Cool Tune? Apparently for the Sins of Cool Tune, you know? Mix, specifically, Rico, 2. Tunas, Clip, Rico, Mix. Yeah, okay, so it's just 3 that are named. But it is still just so good for the deck. I guess we play out this game, and then I'm gonna get myself another drink, because, once again, 'tis hot. And it's important to stay hydrated. I do not like sweating buckets for merely sitting down and doing a thing, but that is the kind of weather that it is at the moment. I wonder if it's any cooler outside. I've got the curtains closed and had them closed for like the whole day to offset like any possible heat that could come in. But if it's any cooler outside, it might be time to open them. Get a proper airflow. Don't necessarily think it's cooler outside, but I think there is a breeze. And that is about as important, because that means the air moves and it feels a little cooler. Yeah, that was a good move, actually. I probably should have used this time while Cool Tune is playing to get a drink, but I don't know how long the average Cool Tune combo is. Because you see some people stop pretty short, like the previous guy we played. This one's actually going for a might bit longer, sorry, not a smite bit. We're going to gamble on the fact that it's going to be better off to summon him and have a body on the field. Magnum up. You have things. Right, so let's book a moon first off. I mean, this, yeah, if we book a moon this, they have to use it. They choose to. So I could get them off of Rotary or Q. What does Rotary do? Yeah, Magma here. For Rotary, I guess that forces the... It forces the bell, apparently, is what it forces. I can put these face down. So I guess I do that, because the bell is getting rid of the magma anyway, effectively. So putting those face downs just means they can't be used as synchro material, and I think I want that. They might decide they don't, and I'm going to use one of them as synchro material. Long ass fucking chain. Synchro 5, Synchro 6, Synchro 9. Synchro some other mysterious level. Loudness War, okay. So does this, yeah, this still gets booked. That gets stopped. That doesn't go through, that goes through. You can return a card to the hand. You can return a card your opponent controls the hand, which is this. Chain 1. Chain 2. I don't know. How many do you got going here? Chain 2. Chain 3, right? The mirror, which is not terrible, honestly, at this moment. I mean, you're gonna... Yeah, they've already put the bit for return one card your opponent controls. The hand. Oh, right. It was going to go to the bottom of the deck anyway, right? Place it on the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field. Right. Hail Mary is what this is called. Oh, it goes through. Which is not nothing. Is just wondering about what gets stopped and in what kind of way. Target one card your opponent controls, return to the hand. Well, not even target, just return one card your opponent controls to the hand. gotta wonder if they enjoy these games. Anyway, I'm gonna get a drink. I will be right back. Bear with. Alright, once again, we are back. But yeah, what was I saying? I do have to wonder if they enjoy those kind of games against like a deck like mine. Where they're very clearly favoured and just kind of have it, regardless of what you do. But there's, you know, there's gameplay involved. Right, I can either control Ogre or I can control I haven't even tried to say this guy's name. Mikazuki no Yaiba, the Moonfang Dragon. And I think in this case I want Ogre. Because if it's just 2 set cards, there's a chance they brick. Yeah, I think I'll wait. I can always summon this in end phase anyway. That's not really a card. Alright, Ogre. I'm going to summon him out the way of Imperm columns. Not that that matters, but it's just, you know, practices. Okay, that goes through. 5. Card destruction, glow up bloom, zombies. Do I want to draw different cards? You would draw into Ash Blossom Coldeye, which is not exactly great, so I think I kind of have to get rid of this. It's also one of, so that is the copy. We call it a turn. Glow up bloom, I can... Oh yeah, right, I can just summon this. We're going to put it on the field. Defense. So, Glow Up Bloom. If sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card, add. Right. It is banished for cost, isn't it? Yeah. Lava Golem. Maybe I should have not summoned. Send a levels 5 or higher zombie, so that's Balladrock, right? Which means I am waging war on Balladrock for an eternity. No, it's Eldritch. Okay. Send a spell trap, so... hold on. Super Poly. Yeah, I really should have just entered on the 1 monster, shouldn't I? And it can't be destroyed. I can still Book of Moon it, and then I can destroy it. Now I'm going to kill the Lava Golem, but it's not really a problem. So that makes the contact fuse, right? The stand. Yeah, we wait. Link 2. For Sucker, probably. Indeed, it is Sucker. Deck, extra deck, or grave. They're gonna summon from extra, right? Yeah, there's Mad Golden Lord. Mad Golden Lord, tribute, target, have to destroy by battle card decks. That's fine. Change that from auto. Sucker's going to deal 16, but that's kind of it. For a tribute summon of a zombie. So this, it doesn't, like, Sucker doesn't bypass the cost. I could have blocked that damage, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't know. Just get rid of Lich. I think Beatstick Yazi is in fact the way to go. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's right. Can't be targeted. 3,400. send this. They don't have Cold Bar yet. That was a lot further down the line in the card sequence of draws, and it is a one-off. They do have Super Volley. Send the Glow Up Rune. If sent to the graveyard, so that will trigger that. Send those two. Which does mean Yazi doesn't float, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Zombie World is not in the field zone, but that doesn't necessarily matter. Make dead next turn, probably not. Shang-Chi. Send a zombie from your deck if banished, so you can tribute summon it. You're not a zombie though. Just leave it. This hand is very board breaker, and so we should use it as such. We shouldn't use it as protection. In fact, tribute something. Summon a Delta token. I don't really know what you use your token for. Do you just make another Link 2? But this time for like the Vendread or the Ghost Ship. Hand or deck to the graveyard. Baladrock. No, Mizuki. Mizuki for Golden Lord. It seems to be Mizuki for Golden Lord. No, it's for Sucker. Why is it Sucker? You wouldn't want to summon a monster. I mean, you could summon the Yamatako. That's not really an issue for them. Nope, there's another Link too. There is the Ghost Ship. Fight one of your level 5 or higher, place this. And if you do special, they're summoning back Eldritch. Of course you're summoning back Eldritch. I don't really know what I do with this. Armageddon Knight. Well, I know what I do with that. Keep the Eldritch face down. It can be used as fusion material, but it does keep it from being faced on the field, and I think I'll take that. Normal summon Armageddon, Dr. Destrudo. And then Destrudo target the Armageddon, that gives us a 7. Unfortunately, Yazi is already in the grave, which is an issue. I do Sorcerer of Sebek, but I don't think that's worth it. I think it is just Zeta. We're going to put it here. What do you have? So if this card is banished. And yeah, I don't think I really want to put Eldritch back in the grave, so I think I do just hit over this one. 900 is 900, you know. 3 left to do isn't the worst. I've got a few draws that... yeah, I've got a few draws that do it. Yeah. Token is summoned in defense position, so I can't, you know, tag out like I want to. It's summoned in attack position, but you're not going to pull me. Not that easily. From your graveyard face down, they can't attack this turn. Okay, so it can't attack this turn. Good stuff. Yeah, but they're banished face down, which means you don't trigger that. Okay. Still not doing it. You can't attack with it. You do realize that. If you want to hit yourself for me, please be my guest. Right, so I can't clear game unless I get another 18. Unless I get another 1,000. Is a lot more doable than 18. Although if I have 18, I'd probably have you know, or if I have 1,000, I probably have the 18. It's a better way of putting it. Again, that's supper. Okay. You're gonna give me back a monster. I don't think you will. It's not a smart move. Cosmic. That is not the draw that does it. Second standby phase after activation. So I can kill this. The tokens are just kind of there. You keep looping the same one. I think I just go battle phase and I just kill it. 900 is 900. Yeah, because if Eldritch gets to the field... Well, no, I could banish the Eldritch, but I'm dead to, like, Mizuki. I'm still dead to Mizuki. No, okay, I should have attacked this and just done the Raigeki. I should have at the very least set the Cosmic. Five, 5, 2, okay. I mean, that means you could do 7s. Which is moderately scary. I just didn't want... Oh, okay, it's a Link 3, which I think does the same thing anyway. I'm not sure if it does. During your opponent's turn, target one of your banished synchros. Okay. I mean, no, it just does the same thing. It's a beat stick. Monsters cannot be destroyed by battle with this card. So... they're planning to use this as synchro material, right? Otherwise they don't have game. Yeah. I'm alright, thanks. Yeah, I'll do it. I should have done the Raigeki. I didn't want to give them Eldritch back. But I guess it was the play. The thing is, if they summoned it in defense position, I couldn't alt it, but they can't, like, put it in attack position, because I'm just going to banish it perpetually anyway. I don't know. Weird things to think about. Weirder things to think about. What the fuck? That's not normal. How about you just stop? Although, if I am going to anyway, I suppose... How is this even a question? If you gotta... Nope, okay, that's what you're doing. That is not the card that stops Fenrir for being summoned. We'll add Fenrir. Fenrir Buckamoon. It's not a lot. Stop the ad. You've got something you can do. I could book it to let it go through, but that just isn't worth it. So let's set that one. Leave the stat gain. We've got Fenrir and a Buckamoon against a 4-card hand of a person who wants to go second. So what are we looking at? Because at the moment it seems to be just a dodgy internet connection on their end. That feels like that's what I'm looking at. Incredible Ecclesia, the Virtuous. If your opponent controls more monsters, you can special summon this during the main phase quick effect right there. Well, if you summon Albaz, I have a spoiler for you about chain links, my friend. Congrats on the looping yourself for one. Because you have to use the Albaz. And if Albaz is banished, then you can't use the Albaz. Good turn. Oh, we got a Bestial. Right, let's do it. Because that is most of game. Bell. Alright. Well, sucks, but that is what it is. Anyway, we're gonna add a Kashtira, like we were planning to last time. Ogre, I can still tribute some of this, reborn it with Fenrir. Bell is a hard once, and they won't have Cold Buy. But that does eat my normal summon for it, which doesn't feel great. So, normal summon this. Monster Reborn. I'm going to take your Fuelos because it's a non-tuner. Gimme. And then... yeah, I think it's more attack, slightly. We'll just do this. attack position. Yeah, it feels good enough. Still got Fenrir, still got Buckaroon, still got targeting psychic protection against a spell trap, which isn't amazing, but it's something. And they're a direct attack from death. Great hell, what do? Seems like quit. Right, Geki. Well, fair enough, you do it. Does mean I can get my Ogre out now. Of course, it also means I can get Baldrake out. What are the odds that the last card in hand is Bell anyway? End phase. Instant contact. You know, that's remarkably funny. So we're gonna summon Ogre. And you're gonna lose. Game. Get out of here. Alright, what are we looking at? I don't know what we're looking at. We're looking at a mess. We're looking at someone who shouldn't be allowed to cook. I think they're burning the meal. Okay, 5 legacy tickets. That's an actual amount. Let's see if it gives us anything moderately worthwhile. Well, no, it's just for like glossy kind of cards. We got Link Apple, which is funny. Genesis Dragon. Send a dragon from your hand to the grave. Add a dragon from your grave to your hand. If sent from the field to the grave, return all dragons from your grave to the deck. Absolutely awful. So we can ensure that this is always a summon, or is always a just an upstart goblin. One or the other. But it's going to be for a deck that we don't want to use the extra deck in, which is going to be a little weird. Either that, or we just dupe on all the cards that we need conveniently. Anyway, one master pack. Come on, click on the thing. Alright, we got shiny card. Place your bets, fellas. Guys and gals, and everyone else. It's a level 3, but it's a non-tuner. If it was a tuner, that would probably be slightly better, honestly. Banish this card and a psychic. Target one monster, banish it until the end phase. Okay. And Sky Palace Gangaradai. This is a pretty good rank 10. It's beefy, it's removal, it's burn. I like it. I like the fact that we pulled it. What I'm not so sure about is whether we can actually make use of it with anything, because I don't think we can. Like, if we had an Astral Karibo, don't get me wrong, but it's if we have an Astral Karibo, which we don't. Heraldic Beast, which is not yet in a pack, because there's a new support, right? Send one from deck to the grave, accept itself, summon it from hand. Can be treated as 2 materials for the summon of a number that requires 3 or more materials. Okay, it's not the 1 card Xyz. Another Metal Flame, which is interesting, because it means we're more likely to see the Metamorph engine, but it also means we're more likely to brick on just this guy being in hand, right? Don't know, feels a bit weird. and another Unchained, I guess. But we haven't played that small package in a while, and it's not exactly worth playing for the most part. Right, run this back. We're gonna keep going as long as I can, but probably for like another hour or so. That's maybe about it. Oh, we gotta choose. Second, please. And we are going second. Imagine that. Trying to get plans out of the group chat is horrific. Just trying to meet up with some guys for a film night. The last one we watched together was Mad Max Fury Road, I think. And confusing. I wouldn't say it was a great film, it's an action film, say that. And yeah, we do that in draw phase. And it was then my turn to pick, so I decided to get like a few options together. And the pick was Highlander, and we haven't done it yet. There's been so much talk about it. But just talk. How many people are there? Opponent considers what to do. Do they bother giving me cards? Is there any danger if they do give me cards? If they just sat on full board, could I even threaten them at all? They just quit. Alright. Win's a win, right? I guess if Perulia is too strong, my friend, then Perulia too strong? Don't get me wrong, I know there are several decks that I play that just hard lose to it in a heartbeat, but, you know. I highly doubt that someone on ladder is playing that. Fuel Cell, Pylon card, Sword Soul card. Perform of Hell, yay. This guy's decent. Getting multiples isn't that bad. It's cheap to summon and it's effective removal. If special summoned. Skill drain, you say? Interesting. Stun gets another tool. I feel like it'd be more interesting to play a stun deck at 60 cards so you actually get some variance in what cards you draw. Do I still have like a stun deck? I do. And it is currently at 60, but that can very easily be changed, like a card or two here or there. Do I have the... Oh, I don't have the Mirror Force launcher. Okay, there's like plenty of changes I could do to this. Should I do any of them right now? No. We should continue dueling with something that's actually moderately interesting. Because I have to break my opponent's board like a puzzle. No. Well, yeah, like a puzzle, just not a jigsaw puzzle. Getting to choose and being able to go second is just one of life's great ups and downs. It's not one of life's great joys for, you know, it's not consistent. Although Kaiju Double Bestial Raigeki is stunning. And we're against Vanquish Soul, which means Vanquish Soul K9 most likely. Which also means Graveyard Dark Monsters probably don't exist. At least not in the same capacity you want them to. Fire and Dark. Please reveal. Gizmet Kaku and Vanquish Soul. Right, Gizmet Kaku is a choice. I'll say that. If a monster exists in the EMZ. I guess, actually, yeah. Because you just summoned Rock of the Vanquisher. It must be that. Plain and simple. Cannot be destroyed by card effects this turn. Odd choice? Is it pure vanquishable? Link 1 using the fire. Gives you rock. Add a vanquish soul from grave to hand. Get the fire back. Does Holisu... Does summon from deck. There's Boulder. 5 for the Canine Ripper. There you go. There it is. The good bit is that, like, Raigeki won't get negated. I think that's pretty unlikely. Add a K9. There's Yoko. So you're summoning Yuzuna now. Interesting. Send a K9 to the grave. There's Lupus, so I guess that's why. Not K9, there's no Roy. Another 5. Nash Knight. What are you eating? Why? I'm confused. Just one material. CXC Smash. Detach this. Right, that's why. So you can get like 104 Chaos. I mean, they still don't have an answer to Raigeki. Like, plain and simple. K9 quick play, fine. They're really just going off on all the players, aren't they? K9 spell trap, go for it. Okay. Oh, it's just a 1 material exceed monster. Of course it is. Fair and balanced, by the way. Like, look at that. Still got a 5-card hand. Full turn. Right. So we obviously lead with Cosmic. I don't feel that's controversial. We go for one of the mystery sets. Because we know that's the quick play. Which would force it. Okay, that's the trap, which still forces the trap. There's the werewolf. Neat. Yeah, that's about all you can do, isn't it? And destroy a card your opponent controls. Is there any reason to do that? Can't be. Okay, so you can get Hound, which is just going to get hit by a Kaiju, but they don't know that. Destroying Raigeki doesn't, you know, stop it. Don't know if you know. On the other hand, this Raigeki is feeling less impressive by the second with the things that are able to just get back. You protected a Vanquished Soul. Yeah. Alright. Magma. Yoko and Lantern, I'd guess. Yeah. That's what makes sense to me, because those are 5s that confused me. Rank 5s. Now it does turn on their canine plays, again. Because how dare I do things, you know, using my deck's game style. Destroy all monsters on the field, you say? Alright. You didn't destroy a Vanquished Soul in hand. Why did your guys not die? So yeah, let's just Burger or Borger even. Well, we're going. It has taken some time, but we are going. Fun and interactive gameplay, right? Anyway, next door. The thing is, I'm not exceptionally pissed off about the, about the canine part of that deck, which is the newer part of that deck. Like, Vanquished Soul, granted Holy Suit is the new card that allows it to do most of the things. But Vanquished Soul is, like, you know, an older deck. I just think it fucking sucks to go against something like that. They had a 5-card hand after doing fucking everything. Well, you see, I have drawn the 1 card that makes it mildly decent. And you have drawn a different card that makes it mildly shit. There's no point for the instant contact. Like, I can't tribute summon over it, so I'm probably just using this as discard fodder. And it... oh, have you just bricked? I mean, if you bricked, I'll take it. Armageddon Knight. How many copies of Ash Blossom are in your hand? Well, that works. Do I want the Armageddon Knight on my field? Sure, why not? What have you got to respond to instant contact? But not the Armageddon Knight. Cool play. Yeah, I guess I'll do it. I've got Earth, Dark. They have a light on the field, so it doesn't really change the equation. Well, with Ballman, it was nice having you here. Just for a little bit. Just for a small attack boost. Right, yeah, we definitely do Haggard, just to clear like the low attack off the field, and Ballman's returning to the X-Effect anyway. And this is only a temporary stat reduction, so we do Haggard. And we just target our own guy. Gives us a draw. That is not bad in the slightest. What do you do in the grave, actually? No, nothing. So we pitch the Swords of Concealing Light for the Book of Lunar Eclipse if it's applicable, and we have the Bolt Drake anyway. Discard a card, take a Despia, add it to your hand, or send it to the grave. Or special summon it, sorry. Which is Combo, Branded Spell Trap, Go Ahead, Branded Fusion, do it. There is an optimal moment to interrupt, and it is not here. Also, this is not doing much of anything. There's Albion. By banishing the materials from your hand, field, and or grave. And let me just read your related cards. Rebellion, Dark Monster, Fallen of Albaz, Verjade, Fallen of Albaz in the fusion. And you don't have a Fallen of Albaz in grave if I do this. So let's get rid of the Fallen of Albaz. Because you are not Fallen of Albaz in the field, I don't believe. No. It does require you still fusion something because you have options. But it is not Albaz. Bring Wignall. If fusion something you can send, if monster special from his card effect. Yeah, I think I just do this and banish it. Because that saves it banishing itself. Send Sarana. Sarana sends a branded card. What branded card are you sending? The Retribution. Take control of one monster until the end phase. You haven't used your normal summon. And I also need to use this tactically to avoid death. Oh, is that it? I mean, yeah, sure. There we go. What branded spell trap do you get back? Is it branded fusion? It is branded fusion, which they have used and it is hard once. But I live. I get a top deck for miscellaneous card. I get my monster back in the end phase. Yeah. Reborn. When summoned. That does work. I don't think I'm really... Oh, is Destroyer already in the grave, or is it banished? Destroyer is banished. Why is Destroyer banished? Why was Destroyer... Oh, caught by. This is a problem. We're gonna do that. Put that in the grave as an extra body. And then we just hit over the both of them. Which is not ideal, but I can banish it using some monster. And this dies as well. And we have you in the end phase, so let's get you out. Just as a blocker. If I'd known that, do I change my monster reborn? Probably not, really. I mean, oh, there's a Bestial in their grave. There's an Ash in their grave. They get a Fallen and the Virtuous. Fuck. Was there any point in actually attacking over it? Doesn't look like it. Yeah. Right. On with the next one. Fucking branded. Okay, we get the hand trap. Against 42 and 15, so pretty average deck, all things considered. Ash Blossom. Neat. Radiant Typhoon. Now, funny, but I don't really have spell trap removal. I might need my spell traps. Say might. Oh no, I will need my spell traps. If the hand doesn't improve, I'm going to need to animal. And the whole deck is just MST. Which means Salt isn't going to do much. Book of Moon might be able to bait an MST. The problem is that Book of Moon is actually a quick play spell, which is going to allow them to do things. It's almost like going second in the viewer's hard or something. You weren't supposed to summon that then, were you? Target up to 2 cards your opponent controls, shuffle them into the deck. Right. So I can force the MST negate, or I could just kaiju this instead. You're doing Speedway plays. Huh. It's hand specific. Banishes card to go 3, increase or reduces all by 2. Spell trap destroy it. If this is destroyed by MST, just set it again. Yeah. Is that a separate effect, or did I just miss that? If a quick play, if MST, they're two separate effects because, of course, having them be the same effect would be ridiculous, and having it be specific to MST being done would be too balanced. So, on the plus side, I don't think they're doing speedboy plays. On the downside, I'm not certain of that. They have MST negates one time, but they don't have the other 9 at the moment, who is the Omni. There's a chance I can get to it. What did this one do? True Unity. Alright. Level 6 or lower from Grave, so it doesn't do that. If equipped with the True Unity, your opponent cannot activate the effects of monsters in the graveyard. If this card is link summoned, or your opponent uses special summon from your extra deck of Grave when your opponent activates spell token instead of equipped card. Yeah, those aren't. Oh no, you just add an activated card. Okay. Level 4 lower, add MST. And it doesn't look like you've done those yet, unless I'm mistaken. I don't have like little check marks, but although that guy doesn't either, I think you've definitely used that. Cloud Castle. At a level 9 Engrave Specialist, so make it a rank 9. You're gonna try and hand loop me. Effects are online. That's an Xyz monster. They are gonna hand loop me. Oh, Baron. Silly me. What's the... Yeah, that's pretty much as bad as it can go. Yeah, it very much is as bad as it can go. Kaiju. There's no light or darts in the grave. There were no light or darts to put in the grave. Swords of Concealing. Go. Your opponent simply forgets they have MST for 2 turns, I swear. Well, that went well. With our coin toss rate, I'm not sure if it is just better to play generators. You can't say because you didn't get, like, you don't have the hands side by side to compare. You don't have the games side by side. Your opponent isn't making the same thing. And there's also no guarantee of the same opponents. So we don't have a Kaiju, but we can Soul Exchange for 1. And we can buff the Cliffs. We're against Radiant Typhoon again. Well, hopefully this person isn't going to hand loop us. That'd be a nice thing. I'm just going to go check on something real quick. Okay, I don't know where we're at in the combo, but I've got a minute longer. So we're at UF here. But I don't think it's going to stop here. And this is what happens when you have MX Saber Invoker and Vorpal, I guess. Like, it feels like they still have plays Link 4. So Yugioh. Am I gonna get like FTK'd or some shit? This is just a monster gate, right? It is, but they are an MST deck, which means they can just stop whatever I want to do. They're not really on light or dark, so I don't think. Yeah, no, none of those are light darks. So I could possibly Book of Luna, pitch Boldrake. I could possibly do it. Although that does out my own spell card Soul Exchange. I need that. Might be pitched Arc Nemesis or Shartos, honestly. Or it might just be that. Spell card Soul Exchange. Oh. If you want to do it, you can. You don't? Weird. Imperm. Okay. I do have 3 card types here. I don't think that stops Radiant Cloaking from doing things, really. Do this. I can banish. Let's just banish this. Yeah, how much damage? 72. I don't think I can really increase that in any way. Yeah, it only makes someone take 1,000. And at this point it's only pointing to the Armageddon Knight. So, yeah, the plays are what the plays are. We have Boldrake, we have Book of Moon. Although Book of Moon might actually give them an advantage. Honestly, the Destrudo would have won the game, which is crazy. Because that was just, you know, I'm only 800 short. Radiant Typhoon. Okay, you can do that. You can add Champ. Add a level 4 or lower, okay. I think I just wait for the special summon and book them both. we wait? What are you adding? If you have MST in your grave or your opponent controls no spell traps. It's moderately unfortunate. What does it do? I might have to wait. Because they do have MST in grave anyway. Two. Yeah, I think they were always going to do that. Although I can banish that. That's probably worth. In theory, that denies or helps deny trap access. I think I do this now. I'm gonna pitch a Shartos. I'm gonna go target 1 and target 2, because now you don't control any particular type of monster face up or attribute. That's the idea anyway. Set another card, set another card. Destrudo, that will just win the game. Flip. Nope, not summon. Activate effect. Target to make itself level 1. And then we simply go battle phase, because nothing is blocking these other two. And we can hit in with Destroyer of the game. There we go. There are a few draws that did, and there were a few draws that didn't. For legacy tickets. It is now definitely cooler outside than where I am sat this second. Well, surprise ultra rare. Ooh, Lullaby of Obedience. We're going second, we have card knowledge. I like it. I don't know if it's a staple. Probably is, right? We have a copy of Tactics we're playing, but like that doesn't make this better per se. It's still two one-offs that you've just got a hard draw. Most decks are playing, like, you can count on Maxi, you can count on Ash, for the most part. And then if you go in second, you know what your opponent's on anyway, and so you can just like take something from deck. That's pretty damn good, honestly. Most valuable card we've got from the Legacy pack in a while. Alright, let's do it. 2 Master Packs. TG card. Burning Abyss we already have. Countertrap for Lightsworn? Countertrap for Lightsworn. Blackwing. Unchained Soul of Disaster. That is an interesting one. It is summon a Dark Link monster. Not anything specific, just a Dark Link monster. I don't know how we're really getting it out. Yeah, I don't know. Like, the Unchained package does now become better. I don't know if it's worth playing in anything still. I mean, who am I kidding? It's a 3k level 8 effect that probably is worth playing. Fuma, Jewelfish, Abyss, Neutron. Okay, so no particular cards there. that's fine. Special summon, then you can. It can be activated. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add embodiment. I don't know if we have any of the other Apophis traps, but that is a hell of a good card. Once again, back in a minute. I just need to move away for a sec. Once more into the breach, or something like that. We're pretty much back where we started at. Cards extra for it, and a few gems less. But we are practically back where we started. It's going to be like another quarter of an hour, and then I'm probably going to call it, because it is still pretty hot here. Probably because the computer I'm in front of has been maintaining the room temperature, you know? As much as it's cool outside, there is not much of a breeze. I do not have a fan. I also don't know where I'd put it, even if I had one in this room. I am not exactly... Space is not exactly abundant, put it that way. Well, they've either bricked, or they're just scared about me choosing second. C. I mean, I got a special summon if I want to do anything. He could have bricked. I'm gonna keep that face down just there. But you can still fusion summon with it. Sure. Keep your face down. To actually break through their board, I need like 1, 2, 3 special summons. 3 cards is not worth it. It's T-set packs. They've got a face down monster they hopefully can't use. They're on fusions. Of course they're on fusions. They couldn't be on Xyz, they couldn't be on Link. They have to be on fusions. And they have to get, like, the one card that does everything. I decided that, you know, it's not worth playing into Max C. Woe is me for making that decision, apparently. Fucking awful. Like, it's still at 1, and, like, you know, it's just... Like, just because it's at 1 doesn't mean it's any less game determinative. It's still the same card when you get hit by it. It's not like Max C at 1 has some secret text that, your opponent draws half as many cards, you know. Fuck's sake. How bad was that? 78. They literally need 200 and they can kill me. because I didn't want to play into the maxi, because woe is me. So that's it, I'm alive on 200. That works for me. Geffy, because this is unaffected anyway. So I've already, yep, just gonna let it go. Special summon you. Special summon you. Normal summon you. Special summon Anna. Reborn. Fuck's sake. Did I know they have that? Also, I think their confidence means that, like, they just have whatever they need. What do you mean if a fusion? Oh, yeah, it was. It was sent to the grave. Why can't the fusion monster have to be engraved to resolve the effect? And does that just do, like, the full fucking thing again? Like, don't you just have everything again? Or am I missing something? I don't think you can summon that because you don't have a fusion grade, right? Can summon Fallen of Owlbears. You know what Fallen of Owlbears can do? He can do contact fusion because I'm a fucking idiot for apparently deciding to join in this duel. You can just fusion. Fuck off. Absolute twat. Now it's borderline super poly, where it already kind of was anyway. I hate it. I hate Branded. I hate 1,000 years of Branded and the fact that it's just constantly getting support and being made better. And they just won't hit it. Like, they released the restriction on Branded fusion, right? Am I crazy? I think they brought that one up a few cards. Or up a few copies lately. Galaxy going first. I mean, if they put a monster on the field, these Bestials are going to be very effective. That does mean I lose access to Ogre. And I also don't know how much they need the graveyard. They probably understand it's bestials now. There's Photon Dragon. Oh, that fucking sucks. Good thing it's not a number. What do you want to banish? There are a few cards in there you don't really know what I'm going into. You can guess the main game plan is synchros. That's it. That's the game plan. Okay. Special summon over. Activate the Magnum up. Get rid of the jumper, I guess. I'm not doing anything. Imper. Okay. I can get that to resolve if I want to, but I don't. Well. Yeah, fuck it. Alright, so that works in end phase. I think I can just hit over this now, right? Chalice. Alright. Yeah, okay. Main 2. Soul Drake. And we're good. Alright, half much I have exactly over, but on the other hand, Galaxy Eyes has, like, next to nothing. I guess I could also get through as well. Just to rub it in. And then if for some reason one of my pistols does go to the grave, I have a target anyway. And if they put something in the grave, I have a target. So bullying a Galaxy Eyes player for the last duel of the stream. Not exactly what I expected, but apparently what has happened. I'm not particularly sorry, for I have not moved an inch. I have dueled however many times, and come back to the exact same spot. A few cards richer, a few gems poorer. On the other hand, it's not like some of the cards haven't been great. What are we looking at? Runic, which extra copies of that is great. More copies of opening is fun. I think we're already at our 3, I can't remember. I mean, if I keep saying the Unchained engine isn't worth it, and you keep allowing me to, like, get better cards for it, I'll just keep saying the Unchained engine isn't worth it. Because eventually that means I get the whole deck, right? By the current logic, is what I'm thinking. That is a really good card to have as well. Especially considering we could possibly use the opponent's Monsters Link material. Those cards, however, are pretty awful. Especially that one. Well, pulls be pulls, and duels be duels. Go where we left off. Let's collect the general rewards we have. $330. That's some. Right, where are we at? Data. 2558. And I think we want 8 from that. Yeah. 2026. So it's not that bad. It's not great. Been worse. Ah well. You win some, you lose lots. I hope that everyone's managed to enjoy themselves, although it's been a little bit testing for me between the heat and the duels. And I don't see any reason I shouldn't stream on Monday. Stream now, and Monday's supposed to be a lot cooler, so, you know, not planning anything for it. Anyway, thanks all very much for watching. My name is Catmonarch, and once again, if you're kind of like unfamiliar with this, every Monday, Thursday, 7 PM British time. Hope you've all had a good time. My name is Catmonarch, and until next time, goodbye for now.